let's bring it back home. You're talking about, the enemy's domestic. Well, let's talk about what's happening here in the U.S. We got this story from the Daily Mail. Tucker Carlson claims Barack Obama enjoyed smoking crack and having gay sex. That nobody reported ahead of the 2008 election.
Did he actually claim it? Or did he say maybe this is?
No, he said outright yes.
How does he know?
He said that the campaign would remove anybody who brought it up in 2008 even.
Because he said a guy came forward, Larry Sinclair, and said, I'll sign an affidavit, and he did. I'll do a lie detector, and he did. He said that he smoked crack with Barack Obama and they had sex. That was obviously true. Carlson was referencing the claims made by a convicted felon, Sinclair, at the National Press Club in 2008 while Obama was running for president. He said nobody reported on it due to threats from the Obama campaign. Quote, nobody reported it not because they were squeamish about sex or drugs, but because the Obama campaign said anyone who reports on this gets no access to the Obama campaign. So they didn't report on it. The amount of lying in the media about it was unbelievable. This happens all the time up and down government. Sinclair, who has spent time in prison for forgery, fraud, and larceny, alleged that Obama, who was then a senator, bought and smoked cocaine, I think it was crack, before having sex with him. Well, I will add that Obama has not particularly good taste in men, if that's true.
Is the guy ugly?
Well,
And he has good taste in women?
Well, look, I got to be honest. Like, if you put Michelle Obama next to this guy,
she's got beautiful eyes.
She'll look like a steak.
Let's be real. I mean, this guy's 54 now, and he was a lot younger back then. But let's be serious. There was that letter. They actually have it. They have something here on the story. Look at this. I don't know what this is. They say former President Barack Obama's gay sex fantasy was revealed in a newly obtained 1982 letter to his ex-girlfriend. So we know in 1982.
Yeah, he was 21, I think.
He was writing about how he wanted to bang dudes. And hey, more power to him, man. Yeah. I just think it's historically significant if we can say that Barack Obama, not only the first black president or not entirely white president, was also a gay man who smoked crack.
One more reason to give the guy grief. He was the first LGBT president and didn't even have the cojones to admit it.
Don't be big.
And he lied. He lied when he was running. He was against gay marriage when he was running.
He was,
and then he came out once he got elected. So he lies to get elected, hides the fact that he's LGBT, and then he comes out. Oh God, more reason to hate on him. Thanks, Obama.
I don't think Tucker's lying, but I don't think that taking the word of a fraudster, this guy's a convicted for fraud, and he's the one that's saying that he had sex with Barack. Yeah. It's witness testimony. It's one guy's testimony. So why would Tucker make the claim that it's true? Just because of the lie detector. Yeah, exactly. Not admissible in court. Yet Tucker claims it's true
because the guy's
because it makes good headlines.
Tucker's saying Tucker's reporting what he heard.
Well, he could have said that a guy told him, but instead he came out and said it's true.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't. Did he actually say it's true? So I mean, maybe
this could confirm the Big Mike rumors, though.
Yeah. I don't know if that. I don't know if
lie detectors can be admissible as long as both parties agree to them.
Oh, cool.
The issue is more so that someone will contest it. Yeah. So they're generally not used.
But even still, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like the people that don't like Barack Obama, this is only going to be stuff for them to go ahead and make jokes about. The people that like Barack Obama, they're not going to care. It doesn't matter. We know that he would lie about his policies to get elected. I mean we already know what kind of person he is. He's already in and out of office.
He's already killed children.
That's the thing. If you really want to stay focused on what he's done wrong, I feel like this is a red herring.
There's no reason. Well, nobody's focusing on what he's done wrong. There's absolutely no appetite to bring him up on charges for anything. So there's no point even talking about what he's done wrong, other than being like, hey, don't forget.
If news does come out for some reason that sticks, and it's like Barack Obama killed American citizen, nobody cares. But let's say for some reason the story does pop, whatever. A new one comes out that Obama issued another drone strike. Obama would come out and all the news would be like, Obama's about to give a press conference. Oh, I wonder if it's about the allegations and the drones. And he's going to go, my fellow Americans, I'm gay. And then that's it. And then everyone's like,
goes wild.
Yep.
I mean, that's the thing for me. It's like it's funny, if you want to make jokes about it or whatever, like, poke fun at it to make light of it, but it's not substantially, it doesn't matter.
It's fun on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. It's a funny meme.
It's fun on the internet. And we were talking about this before. Listen, if you're involved in politics, but you're not taking part in the culture war, you're dead in the water, right? We talked about that on the way here. Every single, candidate for anything, Pete Buttigieg, anybody who's got some kind of diverse identity of any sort is going to put that at the very forefront to deflect them from all of their bad policies. And Obama would just do that. He'd write another memoir and everybody would go buy it and forget all about it. So
I don't know, but I do think things are changing, right? That statistic about
I have
12th
7
grade
kids.
12th grade boys being or males, they're adults, skewing conservative.
Yeah.
I actually, as you mentioned, if you're not in the culture where you're not in politics,
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we're at heavy market saturation for politics. It's becoming pop culture.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this a couple of years ago. Politics is pop culture. That's why you get people who have no business in politics doing political podcasts. This is why you have late night comedy. It's nothing but politics.
Right.
There's no one cares about anything else.
Speaking of, did you see the big five late night hosts? That's what, Seth,
Strike Force 5.
dude, they're doing a Twitter show together, and it looks so lame.
Oh, I
It
bet.
looks lame. It is lame.
Seth, what's his name? Seth something?
Myers.
Looked so miserable in that promo. Like
saw-
he couldn't even say it with feeling.
I saw the clip, and now I have to start chemo on Wednesday.
And then
This has got Jimmy and
Jimmy
all.
Fallon looks so annoyed with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Like those guys do not want to be in the same room together. He's like, oh my God, I'm stuck. But they're getting paid $100 million bucks a night or
they're
whatever.
under contract, and the studios were like,
You're doing this.
We know how to make money and generate content while there's no writers. You're doing the
And
podcast.
they made Stephen Colbert be like the ringleader, and the other guys are like, who is this dipshit? Like, I'm not bowing down to this guy. Why is he the one ringleading this crap?
Yeah.
It's really annoying. I feel for those rich dudes.
I think it's breaking apart.
I hope so.
I mean,
that's-
Joe Rogan being the biggest podcast is and for a long time
and
now.
by a long shot too.
Right.
I mean, a long ways. I mean, he's got what, twice the daily viewership as CNN. I mean, it's a
long
lot.
form one-on-one
Yes.
is the most awesome
Agreed.
possible format.
Yeah.
You might be bringing in other people too is cool, but any disruption of a vibe sucks if you're really in the zone.
Tucker proved it. I mean, he went free agent, and he's getting more views than Fox has ever got ever.
You learn so much about
let's-
somebody.
And let's be real, right? So everyone's talking about this 200 million views or whatever. Those are tweet views.
Impressions. Yeah.
I don't like the word impression because typically an impression implies like when you're scrolling through an article and there's something on the left of the screen you don't pay attention to.
Right.
A tweet view passes by you and you look at it as it passes you by. So I'm not trying to defend, impressions or whatever. I'm just trying to point out there is a subtle difference. If I'm scrolling my Twitter feed and I'm actually looking at things and then not interested, it's very different to an ad was on the left of my screen. I never even noticed.
Do you know how
That's an
long
impression.
it needs to remain on your screen as you're scrolling to count?
It might be a couple seconds.
That would be in the code.
I think it's 3 seconds.
Okay, it's different on different sites.
I'm not entirely sure. But what we do know is if you actually look at the hard numbers, which are available on some devices, it was around like 20 million views.
Sure.
And you look at his ratings on Fox. They come on like, Tucker did not get 200 million views. He got 20. And I'm like, wow, when he was on Fox, he was getting 3.
Right.
So now he's getting 17 more? Okay. You look at all the shows he's doing, he actually is getting several million hits per episode.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
I'm sure he's getting a lot more, especially with the President Trump interview, way more than he ever got on Fox. I mean, it can't be even close.
well, he had like 5 point something was his record, on Fox.
on Fox,
And
yeah.
with the Trump thing, it was like 20.
Yeah.
It was, I think when they reported it was around like 18. So it's got to be 20 to 25 by now.
Well, and I could say,
Of actual like people sitting down and watching through the video.
listen, this is as a candidate for president. I am not. I'm not out seeking the legacy like corporate news media. I'm seeking the big podcasters. Right. That's who I want. That's who I want to go to. When you have candidates for the office of the entire United States executive branch that are seeking out podcasts instead of the corporate news media, the corporate news media is dead. That's it.
Dude, this is what Vivek's
Give it 10
plan
years.
has been too.
Rachel Maddow's audience, elderly.
Right.
And even Fox News audience, they're a lot older. Tucker, here's the biggest screw up that Fox did. Tucker actually was attracting younger viewers.
Yes.
He was getting key demo viewers. You look at these other guys, and they're skewing way older, and that's it. They walked away from all of it.
Yeah. What do they
So
got
be it.
left? Greg Gutfeld? Is he? That's about.
I mean,
it.
Gutfeld's cool. He's doing well.
He
and
gets
good
a
for him.
younger crowd. I think.
Jesse Waters took over for Tucker, but everybody just despises Fox News. I mean, you look at who was it? Was it Neil Cavuto talking to Vivek Ramaswamy, trying to justify the indictments against Trump, and it's just laughably bad. And Vivek is like, "No, are you nuts?" He's like, "Well, there's all of these indictments. I mean, one of them has to be real." And it's like, "Are you kidding me?" Fox is terrible, but to be honest, Cavuto is never like their best personality
Right.
anyway.
Right. I haven't watched Fox other than Tucker. Gutfeld and Kennedy. I haven't watched Fox in probably, I don't know, 10 years.
Kennedy's awesome.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah,
watch her on MTV, man.
So did I.
That girl was awesome.
Yeah. Plus, she'd have Dave on.
Yes.
Dave was like a regular on.
And Spike. Spike's been
Yeah,
on there
yeah,
several
yeah.
times too.
I mean,
Olivia
that's
Rondeau goes on.
yeah, Olivia Rondeau. There's a lot of people that I know from the conservative circle that goes on there quite a
Dude,
bit.
what's your plan, man? Your presidential plan?
So we actually we have a whole website, has all our platforms up there.
Abolish things.
Yeah, so I've talked about, much like Vivek, who I think may have stolen one of my platform points. By the way, I'm pretty sure that he stole one for the debate. I had never heard a presidential candidate talk about how the federal government subsidizes separating families in states until he spoke about it on the debate. But I do want to abolish Title 4D of the Social Security Act, which is an incentive from the federal government. They give $3 for every $2 spent on child support and enforcement programs in every state. So they're incentivizing the state to create a visitor out of one parent and a custodian parent out of the other parent. And then if this parent has any issues, they criminalize them and take more. So we're talking $3 for every $2 given. That's what they do. And if you look since 1975, when Ford signed this into law, if you look since then, the amount of fatherless homes has increased tenfold. I mean, insane amount. And 1 in 4 kids lives in a fatherless home now.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.